Yo, what up, people? Big Dog back here from MmaTape. All right, we're breaking down next the Josh Hokit and Denzel Freeman fight. Look, remember this page, I want to do it a little differently. I'm not trying to necessarily like break down every fight card per se, like one video where I'm breaking down the whole fight card is what I mean. But I do want to make sure that this channel has information for you from every fighter. So whenever there is a fight card, even if I don't break down that fight card, you can search that fighter's name in my channel and you're going to see previous videos and breakdowns I did on that fighter and how he fights to give you the information that you need to make your picks on whatever fight card. So that's what this is. That's why I named this channel MmaTape. That way you have information and tape study that I'm doing on these fighters. And I'll keep upgrading and updating as I go. With that being said, I got another disclaimer to make. Guys, with this whole switch from ESPN to Paramount Plus, we don't have a lot of fights to study. Like the fights are not in Fight Pass. So I pay for UFC Fight Pass $10 a month to see all the fights in retrospect and go pull them up and study tape. Well, I can't do that for a lot of fights right now because for the last like 4 months, maybe more, ESPN wasn't storing the UFC fights. UFC Fight Pass was only keeping some of them. So we're missing a lot of fights, and that's relevant to this fight between Josh Hokit and Denzel Freeman. These two fighters, I didn't get a chance to rewatch their last fight and the fight before that for Josh Hokit. So I'm struggling right now. I got limited tape, but I'm going to tell you what I do got. And I think we'll get a good picture. I do think I understand these fighters. So with Denzel Freeman, starting with him, I like him a lot. Well, I'm not going to say I like him a lot. I like him, okay? I like him more after studying his tape than I do from watching his first UFC fight. When I saw his UFC debut and everybody was, oh, this guy's going to be good. He's great for the division. And I saw that fight and the guy barely swung. I was really upset. He won that fight, barely. I think it was a unanimous decision. Probably pull it up right here. But I wasn't happy about it. Yeah, unanimous decision versus this dude. And he should have crushed him, but he didn't. And the reality is Freeman is a wrestler, okay? Freeman has the base of a wrestler, but he fell in love with striking because he realized that he's kind of good at it. And he kicks a lot. Listen to me. He kicks a lot. He hurts guys. And he kicks head, body, calf kicks. He's throwing a lot of kicks. And that's kind of what he wants to do. But he throws a mean punch. So he's a little low volume, looking like trying to create openings with his legs to then go in the striking with his hands. And he does. He packs a heavy punch. So, but because of that, he's low volume. So let's look at my notes that I had about his striking ability here. Oh, he's a southpaw. I did like the way that he went for the onslaught when he had one of his opponent hurt up against the fence and he goes for it. Okay. But if he doesn't have you hurt and he's waiting for that opening, he's super low volume. Just waiting. Pop, pop. Kick. Wait. So he wants to manage the range. I got him here really good at that. But he wants to throw a lot of kicks and he's going to catch somebody. But he has a wrestling base. He really does, which is a good thing. And is why I think he's going to have some success. In general in the UFC, we'll see how far he gets because the UFC doesn't like boring fighters. So he better figure out that volume thing. But he's going to knock a couple guys out. And he's going to be hard to like finish on the ground. So very good wrestling ability. Good ground and pound. I saw him use the ground and pound when he was on top. Submission offense was good. So all right. So the fight with Steven Asplund, who we all love, right, is becoming a big UFC favorite. He fought Steven Asplund, okay? And before I tell you how that fight finished, While he was in the first round striking with Steven, he noticed Steven's striking is better than his, right? Like I said, Denzel has good striking, but he's a wrestler. So when he got in there with Steven, he saw, okay, this dude Steven got hands. Fight IQ. I put it a 3 here, and he probably deserves a little bit more. I just don't like the low volume, so I'm attesting that to his fight IQ. But I'll be honest, that dude went on a wrestling clinic quick too. He's like, okay, let me see what's up. You got hands, I got hands. Pop, pop, pop. Let me kick. Oh, no, no, no. I don't like that. And he started wrestling from there on out for the rest of that fight, and it was amazing. He was very successful at it. Tried to submit him. Tried to get ground and pound. Steven kept defending and defending and defending. I don't like that he didn't put in the hooks. Let me put that. He takes a little while because he's like a wrestler, not like a jiu-jitsu. Needs improvement with the hooks. He doesn't put the figure 4 lock. So what happens is that guys then start to like escape. They start to turn into him because he's not putting the figure 4 lock. He just kind of puts in the 2 feet and hangs on his feet like an X, but not the full figure 4 lock. And guys can escape. And that's why I think that's one of the reasons he struggled to submit Steven Asplin. But guess what? Round 3, he finally got it. And he wrestled. His cardio looked great to me. Yeah, his cardio looked great. I got him at 4 here. I still want to see a little bit more, but it really did look good. He got popped by Steven, and he was fine, so I'm giving him that. Good defensively, he was fine. Good counter, because that's why he's so low volume, waiting for a good shot. We haven't seen him really be pressured too much. I guess when Steven tried to pressure him, he wrestled him and turned that in to wrestling, so that was good. Takedown defense. Somebody wrestled him. I saw the video a couple days ago. I don't remember clearly everything, but there was a guy who wrestled him, and he was defending it well. But eventually, the double leg brought him down. That's what I wrote here. But he showed skill in defending. Oh, that's right. And then he was sprawling real well. That's right. He knocked that guy out. He sprawled, and then when he sprawled, so when you sprawl, the guy's at your feet, his head's down. I liked it immediately. He comes around the side and he just starts punching you in the face while your head's down. After he just defended a takedown with a sprawl. So, yeah, that's good. Got up quickly. This is what was really going to be tested. Okay, I'm trying to just talk about Denzel's tool set before I break down the fight, but it's hard because I just want to tell you what I think is going to happen. So before I even talk about Josh, I'm gonna just tell you what I think is going to happen in this fight. Josh Hokit is I'll blend it in with the breakdown on Josh and straight into my prediction. Josh Hokit, you see I got 5s, is a wrestler. He will immediately go to take you down and he will try to choke you. That's his preference. And he got good ground and pound. He's going to get it done with ground and pound, but he wants to choke you. And he has submissions I love. Let me write this down. I don't want to forget. Great crucifix setup. Once he got you on the top and he's like on half side control, he'll quickly try to get your arm in between his legs and then get you in that crucifix position where now you're stuck. He's holding your one hand with his left hand, and then his feet, your right hand with his 2 feet, and then with his right hand free, he's punching you in the face. That crucifix position is dangerous, and it's very easy for judges, for refs, to stop the fight TKO style because you can't get out of it. Very dangerous. So his ground and pound is very good, but he wants to choke you. He wants to get a submission. That's what he wants to do. And his striking, so like I said, I couldn't see tape on that last fight, but I remember it was his striking that won him the fight, but I got a feeling that he got it off of power, and the other guy maybe wasn't such a good striker. And I think Denzel Freeman is going to be the better striker. I do like Denzel Freeman striking. The thing with Josh is, and especially it's a heavyweight division, everybody gets taken down. They can't handle his wrestling, and he wins fight. The question is, what is going to happen when he faces somebody that he can't take down and he has to strike? And he's not the better striker. Will he find a way to win? Can he find a way to win? Does he keep going with the wrestling? Does he get tired and loses late? So there's a lot of question marks. I haven't seen the odds to this fight yet. I don't think they've been posted. I'm going to assume with the way Denzel looked in his UFC debut and the way Josh Hokit has looked in the Contender Series and his first 2 fights in the UFC, Hokit's going to be the favorite. My guess, probably like minus 300. I don't know. I would take a stab, depending on what the odds are, on Denzel Freeman to at least keep this fight competitive. He has the wrestling base. Okay. He has the wrestling base to not just get full blown submitted. Okay. Or to even get taken down and be held down that much. So the question is, can he do enough in the striking with his stinking low volume that frustrates me to be able to beat Josh Hokit on the scorecards or knock Josh Hokit out when Josh gets tired? He got the power to do it. He got the leg kicks to do it. But if he's kicking too much, then he's going to get it set up openings for Josh Hokit to take him down. So here's my prediction. Playing the odds, you have to sprinkle on Freeman. You have to. It's just great value. I know he's going to be an underdog. Okay. And if you want like a high value play, sprinkle on him to win by knockout. Because if Josh Hokit gets exhausted, he's gonna be susceptible to get finished late by Denzel, and Denzel's gonna go ham. So that's a high value play. Now, because Denzel has still not shown me enough with the volume on the feet and the fight IQ there, I'm gonna say that Josh Hokit can win on the judges' scorecard by sheer volume because he's not low volume. By takedowns, clinch. If Freeman is defending, but he's stuck up against the fence, by ground control, by going for submissions, by punching him in the face when he's on the ground. I think Josh Hokit being so aggressive is going to win him at least 2 rounds, even if he loses the 3rd round. We just hope he doesn't get finished in that 3rd round, right? So I'm going to say that Josh Hokit should win this fight, but it is a lot closer than the YouTube community is going to make it seem. And I'm telling you that right now. Can Josh Hokit just go in there, sub him? Maybe. I mean, yes, Josh Hokit's very talented. But when you got a guy like Denzel who is a wrestling champion, he knows what he's doing in the wrestling department, it's not going to be that easy. He's going to know how to defend. He's going to make it hard on Josh. So here are my predictions. I'm going to put them right here live and in color. Winner, I'm going to say Hokit because of what I just explained. Confidence level, low. Best bet, Hokit by decision. Best parlay piece, none. But Hokit money line. Method of victory, I just put it up top. Hokit by decision. Double chance, Hokit by decision or sub. Fight to go the distance, lean, yes. Opponent win condition. Freeman by KO/decision. Long shot. Freeman by KO. Okay. That's the long shot I like right there. Especially late by KO round 2 or 3. That's got to pay at least plus 1,000, and it's worth every cent. I'm not looking at the odds. I don't see them. I'm just telling you based off what the tape on it. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share so you don't miss these videos. I'm ready to go on to the next fight. Anything else that I'm missing? No, because I saw tape on this over the weekend. I forgot a lot of the details, but I think that I pretty much covered it there. Yeah. All right, guys. See you in the next one.